you doing? It's me, your girl Tan. Happy Christmas Eve. I hope y'all have a very Merry Christmas. Well, I had just watched that Puffy Reckoning on Netflix, and I really didn't like it. I thought that it was really just basically regurgitating the information that we already knew about Puffy, and basically just a waste of time. We the people would like to know, if 50 Cent is doing this, it's like, first of all, what is the reason why is 50 doing the documentary on Puffy about, the crimes that he had allegedly committed towards the people that was working with him, and now he's currently in jail. And as you know, Puffy, P. Diddy, Sean Combs is like a big-time mogul, musical mogul, currently in jail for trafficking, allegedly, and things of that sort. They trying to say that he was like prostituting, killing people, possibly is the murderer, or alleged the contractor for the murder of Biggie Smalls and Tupac Shakur. Okay, but when I was watching the documentary, if you believe in conspiracy theories, which I do, because majority of the time conspiracy theories turn out to be true. When they started off, he had on those lightning bolt socks, and it's just like Miss Teresa Morton had them lightning bolt earrings in her ears when she had did that interview with Dr. Oz, and also when she did the interview for the news people. And as you know, what that lightning bolt stands for, it means like when Satan fell from heaven, fell from grace. That's what that means. I wish that 50 could have went into details about what happened with Kim Porter. Did she allegedly really die from, as they said, pneumonia? But I really think that Kim Porter really had the ABC. And if you know what I mean by ABC, you know what I mean. Okay, this is what I want to know. I want to know how about, what happened to her? Because it's such a mystery. It's just like she just passed away. You keep up with Kim Porter pictures, you can tell as time went by, it's like her health started declining. She started looking real bad. And people might have thought, you could think that it's probably from partying too much or whatnot. But she was already a skinny, petite woman. And she was getting darker, and she was looking real, sickly at the end of her demise, even looking different than what she normally looked. Now, it's alleged to saying that Puffy had the package of the ABC since the 90s, which if you go back and look at his pictures from the 90s, he was real skinny, even his jaws were sunk in. He was just real skinny, which, was a lot of guys to be skinny in a young age. There's no questions, nobody would think of that, but as time went on, it's been saying that a lot of people around here have died from complications from pneumonia, as far as I think Heavy D, Andrew Harrell, or whatever his name is. I might be saying it wrong. And as we know, majority of the time when celebrities or high profile people, when they have the ABCs and they pass away, majority of the time they're not going to tell the people. They're going to say it was complication due to pneumonia, because they can catch pneumonia at the time of the disease and can't fight off that infection, which will cause sometimes demise of that person. But they'd rather tell you that they had pneumonia instead of the ABCs. And I was wondering, did Kim have the ABCs? Because if y'all can remember the girl, the Instagram model named Gina 2 with the colorful braids, really petite girl. She came out, she was very, very sickly. She probably wore about 50 pounds soaking wet, bless her heart. And she came out and she was saying that she had found out, she recently found out she had the ABCs, and she had slept with, alleged these celebrities such as your Chris Brown, your Orlando, what's his name? Nick Cannon, that's his name, Nick Cannon, and a couple of other celebrities she alleged that she slept with. And I've always wanted to know, was she in the mix with Puffy now? Because she said she was in New York. And as we know, Puffy stayed in New York. So was she at one of them freakouts? Did she come in contact with them as well? it just always, I just always wondered, and I always said from the beginning, you know, I think something going on with Puffy, especially now that he's in court. Now, they done showed us everybody going to court. They done showed us R. Kelly. They done showed us Bobby Brown, Chris Brown, they Young Thug, what's his name? Yellow BZ, and all of them. We didn't see all of them going to court, but we have yet to see Puffy show up in court. And see, when I was listening to the reckoning, I was curious when Capricorn Clark said, "You did all this stuff to us, but what happened to you? You look like a walking corpse." So I was like, "Hi, is this why y'all not showing us Puffy? Because is he sick? Or is this whole case just fabricated and y'all just blowing smoke up our ass?" You know, because propaganda is legal, you know, thanks to ex-President Obama, allegedly. So I was just getting on here because I just go back and look at Kim Porter pictures. She looked, she beautiful, beautiful model. She started looking real bad at the end, and I don't think that it was just due to partying and having a good time. If you go look at some of Puffy pictures, you know, with the ABCs, the lymph nodes, they have swelling of the lymph nodes, okay? And if you go look at some of his pictures, he kind of always have on turtlenecks and things of that sort. Some of the pictures he don't. Look at them lymph nodes. They allege they look swollen to me. One of the pictures, he looked like the mask. His lymph nodes were so swollen. That's a dead indication of an infection. The majority of the time of the ABCs, I had family members, unfortunately, that, you know, passed away from complications, you know, of this ABC, you know, condition and everything. And so I've seen those stages of what it looked like. And when I always said from the beginning, when Kim Porter was, I was like, she looks sick. She looks sick. And I'll be sure, I'm wondering, is he really sick? You know, because we have to realize that they all are having sex with one another. And it seems like they don't, it's either in their contract or they just don't believe in wearing protection. So everybody is running around now with the package, most likely. Lil Wayne had already told us, alleged, in a couple of his songs that he's sick. He said, "My doctor is Magic Johnson doctor. He get the shot, I get the pill. Now I'm the pill popper." And then on the other song, I can't think of the names of the songs. When I find out, I will put them down in the comments. And in the other song, he said, "How you like to fuck a sick dick?" Meaning something wrong with him. And that's probably why he's looking the way he's looking. So I just wanted to know, is the code word for ABC is herpes? Because everybody seems to have herpes. It's like, cause, you know, herpes is easy to ingest in the ABCs. So when they say, "Oh, such and such got herpes," is it really the ABCs? I think that's what it really is. I think that's the code word for ABCs, because these people are mingling together. They're all laying with each other. That's why when you see them break up and you see them going with another person, this is what it's supposed to be. You know, they're doing sex magic to get whatever they trying to conjure up or manifest, you know, a part of their rituals or whatnot. But all these stars are sleeping together. So majority of them are sick. I truly believe that majority of our celebrities are sick. But what do you think? Do you think that is that the reason why they're not showing us Puffy? Because like Capricorn Clark said, he looked like a walking corpse, and that will make people, you know, speculate that he do have the ABCs. I mean, people are coming out saying that he gave it to him, and they want his records from back in 1995, meaning that this man been had it, you know. Alleged Craig Mack supposed to have passed away from it, you know, and everything. And from my understanding and from what I think, is due to them having freak offs. I think Eazy-E caught it from having freak offs. This is something that they have to do. This is their sex ritual, magic ritual, to conjure up whatever manifestation they are trying to go for. So let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you think that majority of our celebrities have the ABCs, and especially Puffy. Do you think Puffy have the ABCs? And do you think that maybe Kim Porter may have passed from the ABCs? Because if you really, really look back, Puffy changed after she passed away. They alleged, I read that he's supposed to have made a statue that looked like her in his yard, and that's when he really just started just basically living life like his heart was broke. Maybe that was his love, his real love. He really loved that lady, regardless of what he was doing. But let me know what you think in the comments. If I don't speak to y'all, Merry Christmas. Y'all have a wonderful day. And you know what I say, fuck the naysayers, because all they do is run their motherfucking mouth. And be careful, y'all. It's super flu out. Be careful, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.